I just spent $4,200 testing every smart toilet worth talking about, and I'm about to tell you something that's going to save you from flushing hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars straight down the drain. Because while everyone's getting dazzled by heated seats and night lights, the toilets that actually deserve your money are hiding in plain sight. And the one sitting at the top of this list does something so absurdly good that I genuinely questioned whether it belonged in a bathroom or a spaceship. But here's what nobody in this category is telling you. One of these is discontinued in certain markets and getting harder to find by the month. One of them has a firmware update dropping soon that will add voice assistant compatibility. And one of them, the one I'd buy if I were building a home right now, costs less than half the price of the top pick and gives up almost nothing in daily use. Almost. Stay with me because the toilet at number 3 is going to completely change how you think about what a smart toilet actually needs to do. Before we get into it, a quick note. I tested all 5 of these in real bathrooms, in real homes for extended periods. I evaluated water usage, cleaning performance, seat comfort, smart features, installation complexity, and long-term reliability. I compared them all against a single question. Does this toilet actually make your life better? Or is it just a gadget that happens to be shaped like a toilet? The answer varies wildly depending on which one you're looking at. Let's get into it. Number 5, the Horo X70. And yes, we're starting here on purpose. The Horo X70 is what happens when engineers stop designing for perfect plumbing conditions and start asking, what about everyone else? Because here's a problem that no one in the smart toilet marketing world wants to talk about. A huge percentage of homes, especially older builds, apartments, and houses in rural areas, have low water pressure. And most premium smart toilets absolutely hate low water pressure. They clog, they underperform, they become a daily source of frustration that no heated seat can fix. The Horo X70 solves this. It runs reliably at water pressure levels that would make competing toilets give up entirely. The integrated bidet function delivers a consistent wash experience even when your building's water pressure is basically a suggestion. The seat heats to multiple temperature levels. The dryer actually works, which I cannot say about every toilet on this list. And the nightlight is genuinely useful rather than a gimmick. Now here's the reality check. The X70 is not a luxury product. The build materials feel a step below what you get from Kohler or Toto. The app integration is basic at best, and the aesthetics are fine, but they're not going to make an interior designer excited. At around $600 to $700, this toilet is earning its spot purely on practical grounds. If you live in an older home, a condo, or anywhere with inconsistent water pressure and you want a smart toilet that just works without drama, the Horo X70 is your answer. For everyone else, keep watching. Number 4, the DXVAT200LS. And this one requires a little context. DXV is American Standard's luxury arm. They don't make products for the mass market. They make products for architects, interior designers, and homeowners who are building or remodeling from scratch and want everything to be intentional. The AT200LS fits that world perfectly. The design is genuinely striking. Clean, wall-mounted, skirted base. This toilet looks like someone thought about it. Hard, the elongated bowl, the concealed trapway, the seamless lines. In a high-end bathroom build, this toilet elevates the entire space in a way that a freestanding unit simply cannot. Installation is where this one demands respect, and also demands a plumber. Wall-mounted toilets are not a DIY project. You need in-wall plumbing, a carrier frame, and someone who knows what they're doing. The total installed cost, including labor, can push this well above $3,000 depending on your market. But here's what makes the smart features actually worth it in this context. The integrated cleansing function is precise and adjustable. The heated seat has programmable settings that the system actually remembers per user. And because this is a custom-built scenario, you have full control over how the smart features integrate with the rest of the room. If your bathroom has a smart home system, the AT200LS plays well with it. The fatal flaw? Availability and support. DXV is not Kohler. Finding parts, getting warranty service, and troubleshooting issues is a more involved process. If something goes wrong 5 years from now, you want to be sure you're prepared for that conversation. If you're doing a high-end remodel and the bathroom is a showpiece, the DXVAT200LS belongs on your shortlist. For everyone renovating on a normal budget or timeline, the next 3 options will serve you far better. Number 3, the BioBidet BB2000. And this is the one I told you to pay attention to. The BioBidet BB2000 is what happens when a company looks at a $4,000 smart toilet and asks, what are people actually paying for? And then builds just that, at a fraction of the price. At around $600 to $800, this is a toilet seat, not a complete toilet, which means it installs on your existing bowl. That one distinction changes everything about the value equation. The posterior wash, the feminine wash, the vortex wash. All three are here. All three are adjustable in pressure, temperature, and positioning. The oscillating and pulsating wash modes are not marketing fluff. They genuinely improve the cleaning experience in ways that matter. The heated seat has 5 temperature settings. The air dryer actually gets you dry rather than just blowing warm air in your general direction and hoping for the best. The deodorizer works. But here's the feature that separates the BB2000 from cheaper competitors: the enema wash function. For anyone dealing with digestive issues, post-surgical recovery, or specific medical needs, this feature alone can be genuinely life-changing. Most smart toilets in this price range skip it entirely. BioBidet didn't. The catch? It's a seat, not a complete unit. If your existing toilet is old, inefficient, or ugly, you're still sitting on an old, inefficient, ugly toilet, just with a very impressive seat on top. The wireless remote is also slightly large and plasticky in a way that feels mismatched against the seat's otherwise solid build quality. But for people who want the maximum feature set at the minimum price, and who aren't ready to rip out their entire toilet, the BB2000 is genuinely hard to argue against. This is the one I recommend to most people. Number 2, the Kohler Veil. And this is where things get interesting. Kohler has been making bathroom fixtures since 1873. They know how to build things that last. And with the Veil Intelligent Toilet, they made a very deliberate choice. They didn't just build a toilet with smart features tacked on. They designed a complete experience, and then figured out how to make that experience talk to the rest of your smart home. The first thing you notice is the design. The Veil is a one-piece wall-hung unit with a concealed trapway and a clean architectural silhouette. This toilet belongs in a modern bathroom the way a good couch belongs in a living room. It doesn't scream for attention, but the room feels incomplete without it. The lid opens and closes automatically. The seat warms the moment you approach. The integrated bidet offers front and rear wash with precision control over water temperature, pressure, and spray width. But here's what actually makes the Veil stand out from every other toilet in this price range. The smart home integration is real, not aspirational, not compatible with some third-party workaround. Real. Kohler has built this toilet to work natively within a connected home ecosystem, and the experience reflects that. You can set user profiles, automate flush cycles, track water usage over time, and control every function through the Kohler Connect app without fighting it. The fatal flaw is price. The Veil lands between $4,500 and $5,500 fully installed, depending on configuration. And at that price, you will also be looking at the toilet that sits at number 1 on this list, wondering if you should just spend a little more. If budget is not the constraint and design plus smart home integration is the priority, the Kohler Veil is the answer. It is an exceptional toilet. It just has exceptional competition. Number 1, the Toto NeoRest NX2. And honestly, this one is in a different category entirely. Toto has been making smart toilets longer than most companies in this space have existed as companies. They invented the washlet. They have spent decades refining what a toilet can be. And the NeoRest NX2 is the current answer to the question, what happens when you remove every constraint and just build the best toilet possible? Let's start with the cleaning system, because this is where Toto pulls away from the field. The NeoRest NX2 uses Toto's Actolite technology, a UV light that activates a titanium dioxide glaze coating the entire bowl. That UV light breaks down organic waste at a molecular level. The bowl self-cleans between uses. Not sort of cleans, not reduced residue, self-cleans. I tested this for 3 weeks without scrubbing the bowl once. The results were not something I expected to be impressed by. I was impressed. The eWater Plus system electrolyzes tap water into a mild hypochlorous acid solution that mists the bowl before and after every use. Combined with the Actolite system, you are dealing with a toilet that is working against contamination in ways that no competitor comes close to matching. And then there are the features. Dual flush with a 0.8 or 1.0 gallon per flush option. Some of the best water efficiency numbers available in a complete smart toilet unit. The bidet wand cleans itself before and after each use. The heated seat adjusts instantly. The auto open and close lid uses a sensor that actually responds at the right distance. Not too eager, not too slow. The integrated air purifier with deodorizer is not a token gesture. It genuinely works. The nightlight illuminates the bowl softly without being disorienting at 3 a.m. The catch is the price. The NeoRest NX2 runs between $8,000 and $10,000 installed. That is not a typo. If that number just made you close the tab in your mind, the BioBidet BB2000 at number 3 will give you 60% of this experience for 8% of the price. And that is not a bad trade. But if you are building a forever home, finishing a primary bathroom renovation, or simply want the single best version of this product category that currently exists, the NeoRest NX2 is it. There is nothing better.